Good afternoon. um, we have talked about motivation. Uh, all my students here and everywhere understand that I hope how it is important, and it is very necessary to have an attention to benefit all living beings when we listen to the Dharma. Whether you are listening to the Dharma or meditate the Dharma or any other practice, this motivation is very necessary. Because in Buddhism, there are two rules. I mean, actually three, but the first, how you open, how you start your meditation, and then how you close your meditation. So the motivation is the door that you enter your practice and listen Dharma. It's very important because which can help you or us generate genuine bodhicitta, genuine mind, So when we meditate, we should keep in our mind that my meditation is not sort of enjoy the wisdom of a Buddha or happiness, but for the liberation of all sentient beings. That's how you start when you meditate. Because when you start your meditation, you think about yourself. This meditation will good for myself, or good for my family, good for my business. That's not the best and correct motivation. Why? Because we have to think about all living beings. Because we belong to others. We depend on others. They depend on us. So we are depends each other. Without other living beings, we can't do anything, both spiritually and worldly. We can't do anything. Right? If you practice love and kindness, compassion, who will be the object? Compassion to who? To whom? I correct myself. You need help me correct my so if there is no living beings, we can't develop, we can't practice compassion. Same way. So that's why I think with the motivation, why this is Mahayana. And if you have that motivation, then, it's kind of, Buddha's mind, The mind of Buddha is a very open mind, right? Uh, that means it's open to connecting with others. That's Buddha's mind. If you know, if you want to know what Buddha's mind is, it's Buddha's mind is very open to others, and that mind contains tremendous strength and confidence. That mind and confident, in itself. So, which is we call the great bodhicitta or fearlessness. And that mind contains sort of certain basic qualities. It has two characteristics. First, they are able to see through the reality of all the phenomena or all the things. And second is also contains sort of very gentleness, very openness. They are sort of over so loving, which goes beyond just being kind. So we all have that quality, and that quality is the ability to understand and sort of touch our real nature. So when we look deeply, when you practice, look deeply into your mind, you will see we all have these qualities. But, we just need one more sort of cause or one more condition to manifest these qualities. So we need to practice because we already have the cause that, this quality, but we don't have the condition. The condition will be, our practice, meditation, every day. What I really want and sort of my goal is a student who wants to practice Buddhism and follow sort of my lineage and my direction. Then I always think and hope that all my students have a sort of genuine bodhicitta or a kind mind. That's my goal. That's why wherever I go, I teach bodhicitta and let them to practice a kind mind. Same thing, bodhicitta or kind mind. So this is the only purpose, and we should never give it up. So no matter what we practice, our aim and goal is to benefit all others, other living beings. If you practice a kind mind or bodhicitta, then you never forget others. If we can sort of concentrate our mind on this goal, this aim, or this motivation, every moment, even like for one single class, the merit, the benefit will never finish or exhaust until you sort of get full enlightenment, as a Buddha. But you know, many people do not know this truth. You know, they listen to Dharma only for their sort of current situation, current life, or some other sort of temporary benefit. Uh, that's good, but not the best. How you start practice Buddhism. Uh, so I always think that people want to practice Buddhism very important correctly. You know, the first you need to focus on the necessary things, the practice. Usually, the teacher said that if you look deeply into your mind, you will recognize the nature of mind. It's very commonly. The nature of mind is um, um, like this and that. You know, teachers say that and explain and describe, you know, the nature of mind. But you know, I think without the bodhicitta, the compassion, the kind mind, then you know, I don't care someone who recognizes the nature of mind, the Buddha nature, the weakened mind, um, because there is not much benefit, you know, beneficial, you know. So if you really want to understand the ultimate level, then you have to um, change your view and investigate deeply. For example, Buddha Shakyamuni went to Bodhigaya, right? And he discovered through his deep meditation that uh, what we call me or self or I is actually not exist at all, and ultimately Buddha said that, right? He discovered that me, I, self doesn't exist. Ultimately, right? It's free from negative emotions. If we have I or you know, me, then there is another exist, you, and then there is between there is attachment, anger, all of these kind of things arise. So this is the kind of true nature of all beings. This is the reality. Uh, Eventually, we have to practice. We have to understand this nature. Um, but you know, there are lots of things we have to learn in order to understand the ultimate level, because our world, this the appearance in this world is not like this, not like the ultimate the reality. This is not like that. So how we think, how we do, everything is exist. It's exist. It's true. And the in the middle way, the Chantakar says that there is a nothing. I mean, that ordinary point of view, like us, ordinary point of view, there is nothing we need to debate. Everything, you know, looks like exists and everything works, you know. You come here, I come here, we have a teaching, meditation, all of these things still work. But the ultimate, the what Buddha covered, or discover the essence of that, the nature. That kind of, when we talk about that level, everything, nothing exists, you know. So why I talk about this, because if you are not ready to practice and listen this ultimate level, then it's not, this teachings, meditation is not good for you. It's not suitable. So we have to investigate, especially people who had lots of meditations, become a Buddhist many years. Now it's time to investigate yourself. Are you sort of achieving anything, you know, important in your life, about your mind, about your life? Are you become a sort of genuine bodhisattva? We have to really think about, not really others and investigate others, but I feel we have to investigate ourselves. Is there any change your life, change in your mind, good way? How where we are? I mean, you know, what is this? I mean, you come here with a great motivation, wants practice, all the time, you know, I see you, it's very peace and looks good. Better and better, I feel. I hope. And but exactly, you know, I really don't know what is going on in your mind. I really don't know. So you have to investigate. And because, you know, our life is not so long. It's very short, you know, it's very short. We have to do something before something happen. You know, we have to, right now, this is the good time to change our life. Don't wait. Day to day. Very important, become a bodhisattva. Enlightenment or Buddhahood or become a Buddha, I'm not sure that we can or cannot. But we can become a bodhisattva. Before we you know, we live in this earth, we're going to die. We don't know. Some people have long time, long life. Some people have very short. So that's very uncertain. And so please investigate your mind and practice meditation very diligently. And listen teaching Dharma, and then meditate. Very important. I mean, Buddhism includes two things. One is teaching, right? Dharma of teaching. And the other one is we call Dharma of realization. What that means, the Dharma of teaching means you have to understand the teachings, right? And the Dharma of realization means that the meaning of the teaching. and you have to put that teaching into your practice. So this is how you change your mind. But many people take care of their daily life. I mean, that makes sense, right? And practice meditation just very short, very they put learning and studying, practice dharma on the sort of leave a little bit side. If you don't practice, then it will never be possible for you to achieve success in your practice. So you need to really think about how much time you have for your meditation compared to your other sort of activities. Then your dharma practice actually nothing. It's very, very short, right? Very short. And then within short time to practice dharma, it's a little bit difficult to develop your mind, because too short. But the good thing is we practice every day, so that's good. But if you have more time, focus your practice meditation. Once you're really good, then you don't have to sort of push yourself. It's just automatically practice and easy. Like it's like a boat. The boat and the ocean, and then you don't have to really sort of it's automatically smoothly go, right. So meditation is a journey of self-discovery, really. You sit in meditation, you become more aware of what you are really doing, and everything becomes much sort of clear and peace. You become more sort of confident, excitement, able to establish that you are good, like good for sort of certain things, and help to sort of calm your mind and peace. So the goal of meditation is not to make your mind sort of completely empty, or you can see something beautiful there, or something new, totally new. But to make it more sort of peaceful, mindful, and relaxed. So we have to think a lot of, we have to investigate and understand the value of meditation. Then easy to practice, easy to meditate. So teaching also very important, but the more important is meditate. That's how we change, right? That's how we change. Usually say the Buddhist religion, these recitations, or pujas, or prayers, they're kind of, if your concentration, the visualization, if you're really good, then they're good. But I would say it's not much benefit, if you just recite or say some prayers, and it's difficult to change your mind that way, Yep. And once you sit down and look at your mind and meditate, that's easy and easiest way to change our mind. So I think these days people, more and more people interested to practice meditation, about Buddhism. Not really interested to do some prayers and pujas. I think that's good sign, except Tibet. We just sit down and then just quietly find a quiet place and then meditate. I think that's Buddha did. That's how we change our mind. So please, it's very important to practice meditation. We're going to practice again. If you have any question, just let me know. Otherwise, we need to practice. And usually, there is a say that, recognize your mind and let go. So that's the name. That's the name of this meditation. Recognize your mind and let go. And also, it's sort of combination with the breath. So when you breathe in very gently and recognize your mind, and then I think, pause for a second, very shortly. And to see, what's going on that moment, with your mind. And then breathe out very gently and let go everything in sort of silently. Do you understand? That's the essence of this meditation. So, very gently when you breathe in and pause a little bit, not too long, okay? Not too long, it's pause. And so there is the opportunity to see your true nature. And then just breathe out very gently. Do you understand? Breathe in and hold a little bit and to look at your mind at that moment. Okay? And then breathe out. And then just to relax, and then go back to, to the breath and again, recognize the mind and letting go. Again, continue sort of meditate on that, as much as you can. And this time, just simply focus on the object of concentration while we maintain on open awareness. We call this also open awareness. And if you do this, then it's automatically the peaceful your mind will become, more peaceful your mind. If you choose to think, when you meditate, easily, right? Easily. But if you want sort of want to let go everything and just your thoughts and everything, your feeling, everything, you can do that too. So your mind becomes, if you do this, your mind really becomes very free and very peaceful, you know. So this combination is really good meditation, you know, just to breathe in. So at that time, you just focus on sort of just actually the foundation, right? You just relax. That's very important. And then breathe in, and you focus on your breath. And then pause and look at your mind and very deeply and how you feel. What do you see? And then let go. Breathe out. Understand? Any question? No? Easy? Okay. Well, easy to understand, but not easy to do it. And please, correct your motivation. And make sure your mind and your body comfortable and they're both together. And doesn't matter your body posture. Most important is the comfortable. So we are different, you know, we have a different body and different system. So some people like to, you know, sit down and very straight your back and like, you know, these 7 postures, they like that. Some people just sit on chair. Some people also like to lay down, whatever. We're looking for the comfortable, right? Whatever the posture most comfortable, and you can do that. It's not necessarily this we call the 7 posture of Berochana or something. It's not necessarily because we have different systems. Some people can't sit like this. You know, I can this whole day if I want. I can. There's no problem. Some people can't. So it's the most important, the comfortable. Otherwise, if you find sort of discomfort, then it's difficult to meditate, you know. It disturbs your meditation. So that's why. And then once your mind and body very relaxed and down, calm, and then you start, you know, focus on your breath, and then keep, you know, look deeply, look your mind deeply. And if you're a beginner, and then you just, you know, pause for a second and look at your mind deeply, and then breathe out. If you're not beginner, breathe in, and then look deeply your mind. And maybe you can do this like for many minutes. And you should not worry how you breathe out, how you breathe in. You should not worry at all. You just focus on that and keep, you know, look your mind deeply. But if your thoughts and other things disturb you, then you should, you know, breathe in shortly, pause shortly, breathe out shortly. Do this many times, like millions of times. Do that, and then eventually your mind relax and stable more and more, and then you don't have to really focus on your breath. You just, once you sit down, and then you're there. Okay. We have 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Let's say 15 minutes meditate on this, and then 5 minutes if you have a question. After that, we'll do that, okay?
I've got a question that goes back to this morning. You talked about Buddhist religion, and you talked about Buddhist philosophy, and I think I have a pretty good idea of what you mean by those. What do you mean by Buddhist science?
Oh, Buddhist science. I went to Germany last year, and there is we invited a guy who is from Switzerland, and he really knows about the atoms and what do you call it?
Physicist?
Huh?
Is he a physicist?
Yeah. So, in Buddhism, we have this kind of things too. How the world and these beings and these atoms and whatever. Buddhist science means like when you, it's combined like when you study about Buddhist philosophy, like middle way, and then you investigate something like this table, and you investigate more deeply, and then for example if you cut and then cut and cut and cut and like that become completely empty quantum, yep. So that kind of talk, we have lots of things, especially in Abhidharma. So that's kind of one example. That is Buddhist science. There's the different class, different view. These atoms, some class they say, oh, they're not touch, and there are lots of space between the two. What do you call it? The atoms, right?
Particles?
Two particles, yeah, two particles. Between two particles, there are lots of empty space there. Some classes, no, that's not true. They're touched each other, like something like that. So we have that kind of things. It's related to Buddhist philosophy. So that's what we call science, Buddhist science. Yeah.
It seems like when we're in a group, I get distracted a little easier than when I'm alone. So
That's true.
I tend to close my eyes in a group situation, but then the thoughts increase. So I try opening my eyes for a while, but then I get distracted. So what can I do differently? When I meditate, alone in my own space, of course it's easier.
So then I think you that's why when my third root teacher, when he taught on point out the nature mind, the great perfection. It's only one student, not more than that. Because of this problem, you said in Tibet we call it samten terma. Samten means the constant meditation, right? Meditative concentration. Yeah. Terma means what do you call it? Throne. The now, if you meditate like that and with a group, and then your thoughts arise because behind me, these people's what they think, what they think about me, if I like this, then your thoughts more sort of because of that.
Yeah, mine's not so much what do they think. It's more like if I'm looking down 3 feet in front and Kim is breathing. And his body goes like this. I'm just, yeah. But I've had this.
Yeah, and then better to close your eyes, right?
Okay.
That's point. I think close your eyes. But there's certain meditation. Like for example, you visualize something in your mind, you can close your eyes. I think for me that's sort of easy.
Yeah.
When I meditate on my mind, I can't close my eyes. Then everything has become a kind of black.
Yeah.
I need the light in order to see my essence. So I can't close my eye. I have to keep it open. But I think, group meditation is not so very often, right? So usually you just meditate only yourself. So I think that's not a big problem. So if you should try, sometimes close your eye, sometimes open, just alternately like that. And then that's, I think, not a big problem. But if you see something, if you hear something, do not follow that. Just ignore and let go and focus more your concentration. And then they're just fine. The appearance is not the problem. The problem is we grasp and attach. We touch to this seeing, hearing things, and we follow that. Then you lose, right? But just seeing is seeing, hearing is hearing. Just ignore and don't follow. Then wonderful,
Can I just, what I try to do is just say, I just acknowledge it.
Yeah,
and then just move on.
Right. And
get
just
back to it.
bring your mind
So
back
not really
on the
ignoring, but
concentration.
just, okay, that's it.
Yeah, kind of, kind of, let go, right, and bring your mind back on the concentration, and then that's not a big problem.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You had just spoken, you said, my third root, my guru, my third root teacher. Is root teacher, is it defined by anyone who gives you pointing out instructions? Is that the definition? So that means you had 3 teachers that gave you pointing out instructions, so you would call all of them your root guru?
Yes.
And so if you had 8 teachers that did it, you would really have 8 root gurus, or if you just had one, you'd have one. So that's the definition of a root guru?
The definition of root guru, you must be like, point out your nature mind, and you receive some specific, kind of initiation, empowerment, and then also they teach you the tantric teachings, this, Goya Garba, like that, the Goya Garba, the essence of the tantric teachings. These 3, you receive from a teacher, then we call it root teacher. So 3 definition. There's the 3 kind of teachings you receive from a person. That would be your root teacher. So you can have 100 of root teachers if you want, or you can only have 1 root teacher. Root teacher means not only one, one. But you can, if you receive that teachings from a person, that your root teacher.
What if there are different lineages? How does that work? I know it's preferred that you stay within one lineage, but if you get teachings from
Yeah,
a different lineage,
yeah.
and then you sort of, do you have different root teachers from different lineages?
No, I don't have it. I have same lineage. I mean, they're all Nyingma.
What about for other people that get teachings from more than?
Well, it depends. If you can receive teachings different lineages, but if you practice meditation, so you focus on one lineage, then no problem, right? So if you receive many different lineages and then you practice all of them, that's kind of very complicated, I think. Different lineage. Different lineage has different instructions, different rituals, different visualizations. You can't do all of them because it's too much. So keep one lineage and receive teaching from many lineages. That's good because you can learn many things, but you focus on your, one. For example, we have like Nyingma preliminary, Garji preliminary, like that, right? You can receive all of them, but you should practice on one lineage. That's simple. Otherwise, you can. There's nothing wrong. You can practice all of them if that's not too much. Then you can. All right. Have a break time.